What's up everyone, and thank you for stopping by the channel. Today's project is this weedeater brand blower, and the problem is that it won't start. Let's see if we can find out what's wrong with it, and hopefully we can fix it. In this video, we repair this blower. However, it may not be the exact repair you need to make to yours. We'll explore other situations later in the video. Now, we don't have a lot of information to go on, but more than likely, we'll eventually have to take the carburetor apart. Now, the one thing I do see is that the fuel lines look practically brand new, so they must have been replaced recently, but it still didn't start for them. If we check the fuel filter, we can see it's still attached to the line inside the tank, so we'll just check the carburetor first. To remove the carburetor, the first thing we'll need to do is remove the filter cover, followed by the two bolts that hold the carburetor to the engine. Now, there's a good chance that the inlet screen in the carburetor is probably clogged with debris and won't allow any gas to flow through it. Now, the top port on the carburetor is for the return line back to the fuel tank, and the bottom port is for the fuel filter line, so make sure you put them back correctly later on. And once the carburetor is off the engine, we're going to take the top part of the carburetor off where the primer bulb is. And just as expected, this screen is partially covered by debris, so we'll remove as much as we can with a flathead screwdriver and then use some carburetor cleaner for the rest of it. So if you want to use some compressed air to help clean the carburetor, make sure you wear some safety glasses first. The top plate of the carburetor also has some debris in it, so let's remove that before we put it back together. Another reason why your blower may not be starting is that the metering diaphragm has become petrified and won't allow fuel to flow through the carburetor. In that case, replace the diaphragm or the entire carb. The next thing we're going to do is take the plate off the metering diaphragm and then inspect its overall condition. And this is pretty interesting. The diaphragm is in really good condition for once. And if we look underneath the diaphragm, it's really clean as well. So we're just going to put this side of the carburetor back together. And since the other side of the carburetor was also cleaned, we'll go ahead and reassemble the rest of it and then put it back onto the engine. Now that it's all back together, let's put some fuel into the tank and try starting it. Well, it started and it's not getting up to full speed. It looks like we're going to need to make a few adjustments to the H or the L screw on the front of the carburetor. We'll need to use this carburetor adjustment tool to make the changes, but if you don't have this tool, you can use a wire terminal spade to make the adjustments as well. We're only going to adjust the H screw, which is for full throttle changes, and it's going to be the screw near the air filter. So what happened was I turned the screw clockwise a little bit and it got a little faster. And then I turned it again and it got faster still until it finally slowed down. I then turned it counterclockwise until it was near its fastest point. I like to run my equipment a little rich to keep the engine from burning up. So my question is, if you found this blower free on the curb, would you consider picking it up and fixing it, or just consider it junk and drive off? I think you know what I would do, but I'm really interested in your answer. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate your time. Please feel free to ask any questions, and I hope to see you in my next video.